Dear students, this lecture includes meaning of debit and credit, rules for debit and credit, identification of accounts and their nature, account will be debited and account will be credited. Meaning of debit and credit. The term debit is derived from the Latin base debere, means to owe, which contracts to dr, used in journal entries, to refer to debits. The term credit comes the word credere, that which one believes in, including persons, like a creditor, which contracts to the cr, used in journal entries for a credit. Golden rules for debit and credit. According to the personal account, debit the account of the person who receives something, and credit the account of person who gives something. That means, the receiver is debit, and the giver is credit. Real account. Debit the account of assets, which comes into the business, or addition to an asset, and credit the account, which goes out of the business. For example, purchased furniture for cash, furniture account is debited, which comes into the business, cash account is credited, which goes out of the business. Nominal account. Debit the accounts of expenses and losses, and credit the accounts of incomes and gains. When wages are paid, wages account is debited, and cash account is credited. From the following transactions, state the nature of accounts, and state which account will be debited, and which account will be credited. Let's start to solve these transactions. Transaction number 1. Started business with 30,000. Here, two accounts are involved, cash account and capital account. Cash account is debited because cash account nature is real and cash comes into the business. Capital account nature is personal, so capital account is credited. Transaction number 2. Sold goods for cash 10,000. In this transaction, cash account and sales account involved. Nature of cash account is real and cash come into the business. Cash account is debited, and sales account nature is income. According to nominal account, all income is credited. Therefore, sales account is credit. Transaction number 3. Purchased goods for cash 2,000. Here, purchase account and cash account involved. Nature of purchases account is real, and cash account is also real. According to real account, which come into business is debited and which goes out is credited. In this transaction, purchase account is debited, and cash account is credited. Transaction number 4. Paid wages 500. Here, cash account and wages account involved. Wages account is debit, and cash account is credit. Nature of wages is expense and cash account is asset. All expenses are involved in nominal account and all assets are involved in real.